KingCobraJFS is a man of many talents, an amazing chef, a talented dishwasher. He has an absolutely astounding physique and makes some really entertaining YouTube videos, but most importantly, KingCobraJFS has a wide and expansive discography of great avant-grande black metal music. Never forget that KingCobraJFS, before he became the seductive, smooth, sexy goth bad boy YouTuber we know him as today, had full intentions of becoming a rock musician and touring with Ozzy and other cool goth bands like Joy Davidson. And in this video series, I discuss the very best of King Cobra's music. In the last episode, I left off talking about the very entertaining and very out there Christmas album Cobra did in 2020, Cobra's Crude Christmas Carols, and why I believe it's the best thing he's ever put out. And if you haven't checked out the previous episode before watching this one, check it out on my channel. Moving on from this album is Cobra's next album he put out just last year in 2021, Love and Vanity. If we're talking highlights on this one, I definitely got to give it to the title track Love and Vanity, the acoustic version of Love and Vanity, and then, finally, Fuck Rape. Love and Vanity is usual territory for Josh's music, as it consists of about 4 different drum tracks playing at once, horrible guitar playing, horrible lyrics, and horrible singing. On Love and Vanity, Josh discusses the topic of, you'll never believe this, double standards, in regards to how men and women interact with each other, and states that if a fat man is rejected by a woman, that's fine, but if a fat woman is rejected by a man, it's body shaming. I like how metaphors or anything abstract or whatever is nowhere to be found in Josh's music. He's so very literal in his lyricism, and it just makes for great times. You can tell Josh was watching all his favourite red pill content creators before he wrote this one, and was fueled by rage provided to him by Sydney Watson. The follow-up to the opening track Love and Vanity is an acoustic version of the exact same song, Love and Vanity, which is absolutely nothing like the first one we heard, but is significantly more listenable than the first one, because with Josh's music, less is more, you know. There's only like 2 drum tracks playing off time with him in this one, rather than the usual like 7 or 8. Once again, the song is just Cobes rambling his frustrations with gender relations and not being able to fuck while slapping his guitar strings. The next song worth talking about on this one is the closer track, Fuck Rape, which is absolutely insane. The drums on this one have a trap flair to them. All they're missing is some 808s, and I could definitely hear Cobra getting a Gucci Mane feature on this one or something. Anyway, besides the interesting choice in drums for this one, it consists of shittily played and heavily distorted guitar from Josh and him constantly screeching fuck rape. Now that's deep. Josh also rips a killer solo in this one at the end. He puts his whole spirit into it, you know? That'll show the rapists. Next album I'm going to talk about is the second one he put out in 2021, Rebel Revolution. The highlights on this one for me are definitely the title track and opener, Rebel Revolution, and the tracks Powder My Nose and Drink Beer. Rebel Revolution is the usual musical stylings of Cobra, some shrieking, some bad guitar playing, and also some lyrics about how Cobra wants there to be a revolution because he views society as fucked. This album, Rebel Revolution, is like the King Cobra version of Green Day's American Idiot. I don't know what Cobra wants out of this revolution. Maybe free goth girlfriends for all of us, but he really does just want to wash away the scum of society, it seems, on this album. Alright, Travis Bickle. Also, absolutely adore the album cover on this one, with the upside down crosses, the 666, the Baphomet symbol, the marijuana leaf, and the Illuminati pyramid. Just screams Josh. Josh's album covers are like Pablo Picasso's paintings. As time goes on, you can see in the artwork that the person making the art's brain was decaying and they were absolutely losing their fucking mind. Powder My Nose is another rocker on Rebel Revolution. Instrumentally, it's got some Puddle of Mud vibes to it, at least when it starts. Josh takes the controversial stance of only having 1 drum track playing in this one, rather than his usual 4 playing at all different tempos, which in my opinion honestly just sounds like Josh compromising his art. If it doesn't sound like complete dog shit on a King Cobra album, I'm not having it. Unsurprisingly, the song is completely destroyed when Josh begins singing, and by singing I mean shrieking in a way he would describe as resembling the vocal stylings of Danny Filth to a T. The last track I'm going to talk about off of Rebel Revolution is Drink Beer, Stone Cold Steve Austin over here. Drink Beer begins with a sample of Josh cracking open a cold one and inviting us to drink up with him. It then cuts to Josh poorly playing guitar and a faint noise in the background that I can't tell if it's like Kanye West-esque auto-tuned vocal harmonies or traditional Irish folk music. The fact that I can't tell the difference between those two things, those two very different things, should clearly show you that consuming this much King Cobra music has done serious damage to my brain, and I will never be able to fix it. The lyrics are, unsurprisingly, about how Josh drinks beer and encourages his fans to also abuse alcohol in a similar way to him. That's most definitely what's up. J. Cole said he has no role models to speak of, but I think I've found mine, and his name is Josh Saunders. The next album of Josh's I'm going to discuss is an album that came out earlier this year, and it's called Satan's Bell. The only real highlight for me on this mess of an album is the 10-minute 7th track on the track list, Ring the Bells of Hell. Ring the Bells of Hell starts out with some old school, almost tribal drums and some ancient Viking chants, some kind of Skyrim type shit. And by the end of it, it just turns into Josh, surprisingly, shittily playing guitar and being backed up by the sounds of church bells. This track goes places, to be fair to him. This song seems like Cobra's idea of like prog rock. The lyrics are about darkness and Satan and a whole load of bullshit. You know, Josh. You know what the story is with King Cobra's music by now. This shit is killing me slowly. The final album I'm going to talk about in this video, boy is it a banger. Boy, am I excited to talk about this album. This album is Cobra's latest release, and definitely a bit of a switch up, considering it is not only a music album, but also a comedy album. Yep, you heard that right. Move over, Louis C.K. Get out of here, Mitch Hedberg. We got a new comedic genius in town, and his name is Josh Saunders. I have no words to describe how strange of a listening experience this album is. We need to send this album back in time and give copies of it to people like Pontius Pilate and fucking Winston Churchill and see what dramatic effects it would have on the development of modern civilization, because I know it would fucking have one. I just want to talk about one track on this album. Just one. Because, to be honest, I want to leave you hungry for this one. I want you to go and listen to this album after I'm done this video. After I'm done talking about it. Because the only way to truly know how strange this album is not by listening to a disembodied voice tell you how strange it is. It's to actually hear it for yourself. So please do. The one track I'm going to talk about is named Funny Star Wars Skit. And boy, is it a funny Star Wars skit. Funny Star Wars Skit begins with Josh doing an impression of Darth Vader hitting a bong while on the toilet. He then pretends to be Emperor Palpatine knocking on the door and asking if Vader is in there, and Darth Vader responds that yes, he is in there taking a shit. This sketch has got everything, man. Everything Josh likes. Poop jokes, weed humor, epic pop culture characters. Say what you want about Josh, but if he put this out in 2009 rather than 2022, this funny Star Wars skit might have got him a job working at College Humor. While doing his impression of Palpatine, he expresses that Palpatine's nickname is Poopatine because he takes big nasty shits, which, to be fair, genuinely sounds like something they would say on Cumtown. This album made me laugh. Probably not for the right reasons, but it made me laugh a lot. Which made me come to some realizations about myself. King Cobra isn't the freak. I am. I'm the one who consumed all this bullshit for this. And that's most definitely what's up. All that's left to say now is God bless King Cobra. I know he doesn't like my Sky God, but God bless him. And truly, praises to his magic. Well, that brings me to the end of this video, which means as of right now, I have covered all of King Cobra's albums. But in a couple years' time, when he's added some more to his discography, I might just talk about that music. If you enjoyed this video series on King Cobra's music, give this video a like and be sure to check out my other King Cobra videos if you haven't already. More Cobra related content is coming to this channel soon, and some non-Cobra related content to this channel is coming soon. Once again guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you are new around here. Peace.